Hello everyone, it's Hatter here. I want to give a quick teaser of the progress I've been making on a 1.73 station and show some of the features I've worked in. For the inside of the station, it's relatively compact, and I kept it designed that way so everything is out of sight, out of mind. You have a destination selector, 12 destinations total, using my 2-button per slice design. Room for what will eventually become a system map. The departing is an airlock configuration, and I just need to get in. There's a cart waiting for me. There's some hopper readouts, but these aren't very critical because it's depending on a PEZ system right now, and I'm going to go ahead and upgrade that dispenser, and I got something built for it already. The arrival base, I have 3 set up here, and these are in little latch-based systems with one-way exits. And the combination of the door as well as this pressure plate and soul sand allow that area to be closed off from the general public out here, and you can access it. If you were to do the little jump bug, it doesn't damage the system. It just basically sets it as a reset, and it doesn't do anything. So I got all my circuit modules on the bottom here. And since they're all built in these module configurations, really all you have to do is just arrange them in a way that's aesthetically pleasing to you. I have a orange block down here, and this is the same as the turn tracks. So since I have 12 destinations, I have 3 of these orange blocks with the turn tracks going out in each of the main cardinal directions. Half of them above ground, half of them below, or with respect to the station. I have the destination selector. It's this purple block unit. The yellow block unit we see beneath the glass here is the departing circuitry. And the light blue we see beneath the arrival zones and behind it are 3 wide circuitry for the arrival base. And so depending on how you want to scale stations, you just need to repeat the patterns, and you can have more destinations, fewer destinations. So I'll take a ride on a couple of destinations here. I got 12 selected currently, and ride around in the system. All the destinations outbound right now, all 12, curve back into the arrival base, so I should be arriving here in arrival bay 1. So on the way out, I pass through check stations that lead me to each of the modules, and then I'll arrive. Get out. Can't move the cart. There's a button here, but it's of no importance to discuss it. And there's a pressure plate which resets the system. So it'll drop the cart out and the door will shut behind me. And so now I can go pick another destination, and I will depart. So I went out through the destination. Now I'm arriving back to the station in the main ring and getting put into a arrival bay, and I'm out. So let's talk a little bit about how all of the systems that are working and how they function. We'll leave the first destination selected, and the main feature that I have in this is the capability to save destinations, and the track switching system all pre-built into the system. So one of the orange modules, this one that I came out last, destination 1 is this particular track here, and what it does is it takes signal. I pull off 3 here for these 3 repeaters, and I propagate the signal on a pulse. So I got signal on this red cloth here. It's just redstone signal coming from departing, and as I enter the cart, I leave a pressure plate. It pulses along here and extends this piston. So I'll show you what that does. and it propagates it, captures it in a latch. So this latch is now active, this torch is on, and this turn track is ready to position people. So when I exit the station, I would now be exiting, and I'd hit this detector plate and reset the track. So there's a couple other decisions in here. So you notice that there's another piston here and this dark green with a turn track, and that's because on the main line I split off each module from the main line through a passive binary selector. So there's a dark green turn track here that will activate when destination 1 is selected and pulsed. So right now it's activated. And then when the player comes up and hits this detector plate, it just resets that turn. So now that turn will bypass people straight down the main exiting line. Same thing with this light green here. It resets on this track and then comes on up and goes to its destinations. And we'll go farther back in. So right at leaving, there's another destination here. So this detector resets this turn track in front of me and sends it off to 3 destinations that would go down into, say, mines or below the system. So if you wanted to arrive at a place, you could use the other 8 or 9 destinations to leave to other stations on the surface, and have some stations below the surface or a mine to go collect goods. Departing occurs from this piston. So inside the stall there's a button that activates 2 pistons and reveals this cart waiting. And when you get in, it locks that system in that configuration. When you exit, it has a separate signal that tells the cart to depart, as well as sends a signal along these red lines and then propagated up the red line to each of the modules for pulsing a destination selection. For the binary selector, the same red line feeds to a number of different pistons. So for instance, on this light green, it connects this repeater through the block to this repeater and captures it in the latch. So that is a couple of the ways that the turn track is different. So you can have quicker exit with more destinations and allow the system to be reset for the next player leaving. This is important in an SMP server. When combined with the destination save feature, it prevents people from having their destination overwritten as they're leaving a large station or a main or central station like this one, rating out in every direction. So also when you leave, it hits this detector plate and sends it along its way and tells the dispenser to refill the station and turns off a set of circuit on the refill. So it knows when there's not a cart there, it knows when a cart's been refilled, so it doesn't need to dispense anymore. And we'll see how it works here real quick. So these carts are empty, so they're going to also be sorted to when leaving the systems to go up into the Pez dispenser. This got refilled, and that's the function of the station. As I said before, everything's modular, so these modules can be expanded as needed or repositioned as needed to fit the system, and everything just reconnected. I like to keep everything relatively simple in a complicated manner. So let's take a look at arrivals. So the arrival bays, I haven't displayed that. So when you come into the system, each of these arrival bays are over RS and OR latch, and it controls the door, so we heard the door open. And it also turns on the indicator light. So the door opened for this because there's a cart and a player about to exit. The light came on. And in the off state, the door's shut and the light's off. Nothing too special. The next cart would go to the next station. a cart after that will go to the next station. And so now all the doors are open and all the lights are on for the indicator lights, with a cart in each station. So what happens now is when another player comes in, they will be caught on this arrival loop, so you can basically dump in any destination to the same loop and have everybody go in the same direction by just having a turn track just set so that it sends everybody in the same direction. And so anytime somebody comes in, they'll be swept past these, and once these stations clear, they will allow this cart to arrive. So let's go ahead and take a look at what that is. So now when arriving, I will get out, and since there's a cart circulating, when I leave, it'll reset this unit, and that cart will come in and arrive at the station, open the door, turn the light on, and the cart falls. So if you want to see more of the station, just give me comments on how many people play on your SMP server. How many stations do you intend on connecting? And how many destinations do you want each station to be connected to? If you leave them in the comments below, I will make adjustments accordingly. Thank you. Bye.